Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. Today we're getting back into this Ash Burl Telecaster kit. First things first, routed this guy for a humbucker, and today we're going to talk about the finish. So yeah, we just routed this thing out for a humbucker in the neck. I'll show you that footage now.
So because I'm just doing this by hand, I use the smaller of my DeWalt routers for this. It's a nice little unit. If you're looking for one, feel free to check out the Amazon link in the description. That's my affiliate link, and you can find it in the woodworking tools in there. I get this guy going. I'm just using a pretty standard 1/4 inch router bit here. I make sure that I adjust the thing. It's very easy to adjust the height. I'm not using it in plunge mode or anything like that, even though it does come with a plunge router thing. So I adjust the height so it's right even with the bottom. Normally you would take a little bit off at a time, but here I'm just removing a little bit. You can see the pencil line on there, removing a little bit off the edge. So I adjust it right to the bottom, get the guitar body clamped down, and then I go ahead and route it. It's got a light on the inside, so it makes things very easy for me. The bit that I'm using here isn't very fancy. I'm hoping to get some bits from Radian Tools for this sort of stuff, as well as the ones that I already have, but for the time being, pretty straightforward stuff, just going in and taking a little bit off the edge at a time. If you were looking for a guitar kit like this, I know I haven't said this yet in this video, this one is the Ash Burl Veneer Top Telecaster kit from solomusicgear.com. There is an affiliate link to Solo Music Gear in the description, so if you're looking for anything from there, please feel free to check that out. It helps me out if you do. This kit is beautiful. I'm really excited to get it finished off, but I also get all of my luthier tools from there and a bunch of other stuff. I think this is looking awesome. I tested out with my humbucker pickup. Fits perfectly, and we're good to move on.
The other thing that I did was I took the stock pickguard and I scanned it so that I'm now in the process of making a file so that I can cut a new pickguard. See, the stock one covers, you know, what you would expect, which is a lot of this beautiful Ash Burl veneer. And I don't want that. So I'm creating a new one out of metal that's going to be more interesting and cover a lot less of the actual guitar. Hopefully, assuming it goes the way I want it to. So that's going to be interesting. I'm going to get that cut fairly soon. But I figured today it would make sense for us to have a brief discussion about the finish. A couple things that we should note, but also I want your feedback in the description about what you think I should be doing here. This Ash Burl has a lot of open grain. So it's got, of course, the standard closed grain that you would expect on something like this, and then some areas that are kind of in there nice and deep where you can fit some extra finish. That allows us the opportunity to do some very interesting accenting work. Now, there are a lot of woods out there that allow you to do a little bit of accenting work in that you can go in and dye everything black or a dark color and then sand back and then come back in with a lighter color. But these woods that have the really open grains, like the Ash Burls, the actual Ash guitars, the oaks, they allow you to do some other options, some stuff that actually happens after you've even sealed them. And you can even do a combination of those things. So what I'm thinking I might do is a stain on here, maybe a reddish color or, you know, a dark oaky type of color, and then a sand back to get a little bit of accenting in some of the deeper grain. So I think what I'll probably do here is mix some of the Mohawk stain powder, the Blendall powder, probably in water, I would think, and do a light stain on this, a light dye actually is what it'll be, and then wait for that to dry and sand it back to get some of that accenting work. And then depending on how that looks, we'll probably come in and mix some of the Blendall powder with the Mohawk stringed instrument lacquer, the classic instrument lacquer, and spray a thin coat of that as well. And that'll give us kind of that deeper transparent look. So I think that'll look really cool, but then because I'm doing a thin coat of the lacquer, it's still gonna have some of this open pore. Then I'm gonna use one of Mohawk's more interesting products, the bronzing powder. I think bronze will go well with the reddish brown look that I'm looking for. And I'm gonna mix that probably with something as well. Have to get back to you on that point, or maybe just push it in. But I think I'll probably mix it with something and put that over top, almost like a gel stain type of deal, but metallic. And then remove the excess so that I've just got a little bit of bronze. I don't know why I keep making the perfection symbol here. A little bit of bronze in those open grain pieces, just as a really cool kind of accent. I have no idea what to do to the back. Not a clue. So any thoughts on that are welcome. Probably something in the same range, maybe a metallic, maybe not. The back looks okay. It's 3-piece, pretty equidistant. So we could probably make something transparent work on here, but I'm not sure I really want to go that route. So I'm looking for feedback. Let me know what you think I should do on the back. Let me know what you think of that plan on the front. I could do something a little more out there, like a bronze and green type look. But I'm thinking because of the type of wood that this is, I want to keep it a little bit more natural. Again, open to feedback on that point. So that's what I have in mind for the body. I think the pickguard's probably going to be cut from a bronze or a copper, but I'm not entirely sure because I don't really want to replace the bridge hardware. I may also cut a new control plate for it. We'll see. But the bridge is chrome. So still thinking about that one. Not entirely sure where I want to go with it. Might change it up for something. We'll see. For the neck, you guys can probably guess what I'm going to do. Mohawk gave me some of that modified tongue oil. I get the sense that I'll probably be using that on pretty much all of my necks because I love it. But I might throw a little bit of color on there and use some lacquer and then just sand it back so it doesn't have that glossy feel that I don't like very much on my necks. I find that it makes my hands stick and I can't play as fast. That's going to be decided probably after I get the finish done on the body. So yeah, I thought it would kind of make sense to have a chat about the process. I know a lot of people are interested in how these types of open grain woods are finished for those accenting techniques. Once I get the bronzing powder in there, which may or may not be carried in something, for clarity, if I carry it in something like a finish, it'll probably be some kind of waterborne finish. I can't go and put that in lacquer. That stuff does mix into a finish, but if I put that in the same lacquer and I try and apply it, it'll remelt some of my prior lacquer with the color, and we don't want that. That'll just make a huge mess. So I want something that's not compatible per se, that I can just kind of push into those pores and then cover afterward. When I do go in after that, the plan is going to be to go in with the Mohawk Easy Vinyl Sealer. That's going to finish sealing all these pores so that I can get a nice smooth finish at the end. And then I can come back in with the lacquer after and do my clear gloss coats and really finish this guy off. So guys, as it stands, that's kind of the outline of the plan. I hope that all made sense. I would love your feedback in the comments. And of course, if you have any questions about those processes or what I'm going to do or any of that, let me know and we can kind of chat about it, because I'm interested in kind of figuring out what everybody thinks of how this project should be dealt with. And yeah, I'm really excited to get this thing finished off and play it. In terms of the pickguard, still thinking on how that's going to be taken care of as well. But I wouldn't mind your feedback on that part too. Let me know if you've got kind of an interesting idea for the shape. Maybe something that carries one piece all the way down here. I don't know. So as always, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I thank you in advance for your feedback. And yeah, if you did like it, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Helps me out. Remember to subscribe so you can see how the rest of this project turns out. Remember to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.